Hello everyone, welcome back to my humble abode here in New York City. Today is the day that we are doing the apartment tour / transformation because I did save some clips of when I first moved in. Alas, let's get straight into it. It shouldn't take long because this is a standard small New York apartment. If you want to know a little bit more about actually finding an apartment in New York first, I will leave my video on that down below. It has a lot of tips on how to kind of save money when looking for an apartment in New York. Okay, so as you first walk into my apartment, obviously there's the front door, and on the right hand side of the frame you'll see my first closet. This is kind of just where I keep all of my coats and like suitcases, like random kind of junk like that. And then on the left is my little classic New York bathroom. It's very small but completely efficient and fine for one person. Like I said, this building is old AF. Some of the details are a little on the old side, which is fine by me once everything works. I don't really care. And I just brightened up the bathroom with like a bright bath mat and also like some bright towels that I got in TJ Maxx or TK Maxx or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a mad one for colour, but I guess it just makes the space feel a little bit more friendly and less sterile. Onto the living space, the space that I'm actually in right now. This was one of the first spaces that I actually finished just because I do spend a lot of time in here and I'm quite sociable. I like to have people over to relax, chat, drinks, pizza, whatever's going. So I kind of focused on this first. Again, like the rest of the apartment, this space is quite small, but I wanted to make it as, I don't know, roomy feeling, but still versatile, but still functional, and still pretty as much as I could. And also an important thing was that I really only kept the essentials. So just like my personal style, I tried to fit that whole minimal vibe into my home decor as well, and just lead an overall more minimal lifestyle. Most of the things in this space aesthetically please me, but also serve a function and look great at the same time. A really big tip I have if you're working with a similar space and a similar budget as me is to know when to spend and to know where you can save. I'm a really big thrifter, so there was a lot of things in this apartment I saved on, and then I splurged on kind of more statement pieces, and this room definitely has a few of those things that just catch people's eye. Overall, I tried to keep to that quite bright and white minimal look. This apartment has amazing bay windows that you don't find in a lot of New York apartments, so I really, they're statement enough. One of the first things I bought was this Craigslist futon. I hate futons, I hate sofa couches. This one is just a really plain one. Yep, it's a big ugly futon, but like I said, it serves a function. It's a full-size queen futon that I got on Craigslist, and it's plenty of room if I want to have 1 or 2 guests stay over. They have their privacy in this area of the house. However, I have tried to completely distract from the fact that it is a futon with something that you guys can't stop asking about, and it's this freaking knitted blanket. You guys have been asking me so many questions about this, and finally I'm telling you guys where I got it. I got it on Etsy. I will leave the sellers down below for you guys, but this was the most, it's still a pricey piece, but for the sake of jazzing up a boring old futon, it definitely works. And I also couldn't resist but add these little cute quote cushions just to add a little bit more personality into the apartment. These are also handmade and from Etsy. I also get tons of compliments on this lamp in the background here. It has an amazing industrial vibe, a big Edison bulb which looks so amazing when it's lit up, and it just gives this ambient glow to the room. This lamp and another lamp which I'm about to show you in my room soon have these amazing like concrete bases. Sticking with the lighting theme, I adore these mason jar banner lights. As soon as I saw them on Etsy, I had to have them. They give off amazing light, and they're probably made more for special occasions, so if you have a wedding or something like that, they could be really cool, like a prop. But I actually think in themselves they have a really cool minimal look, and I hung them on this little kind of beachy vibe shelf that I also found on Etsy. I got most of my statement pieces on Etsy just because I think it's such a great marketplace and you can get really unique stuff. Lastly, my other favorite in this space is my little console table, and again this serves a function. As you'll see from my kitchen, I have no counter space whatsoever. It's like the craziest, smallest New York kitchen ever, but we gotta work with it. And I really wanted like a little table that wouldn't take up too much space, that I could prepare food on and also convert into a working space if I wanted. So when I saw this kind of console design, I thought it would be perfect for my apartment, and I'm obsessed with anything mid-century furniture. That's my favorite style of furniture. I think in its own way it looks so futuristic and modern. These pin legs are to die for. As soon as I saw them, I just fell in love with them. So it's like a white table, but you still see the wood grain, and the resin just gives it this like glass-like effect, and I freaking adore this table. It was so easy to assemble. A quick look at my kitchen, not much to show you here. It's kind of ugly, it's very tiny, and I hope to paint the cabinets white at some point if I do stay on in this apartment for another year. Yay, onto my bedroom. This is my zen space, and all simple and white with the sheets, just with some cute marble cushions which I got from Society 6 or Etsy a little while back. As you can see, the space is very clean. There's just nothing but my bed and a candle and my window, and this is where I relax. And I actually refrained from putting anything up on the walls because I realized that it was actually just really nice to come home to a very like quiet, non-distracting, clear space. Over to the little corner of the room though, I have quite a few things going on. Under my bed I have my shoe storage, which I actually need to get a better version of. These are just like a cheap version of shoe storage that I got on Amazon. But swiftly moving along to this chair. I freaking adore this chair. Like I said, I love mid-century design, and the blogger in me has always wanted an acrylic chair. These are actually really expensive, like the nice ones are expensive, but thrifty old me got it on Craigslist for $30. The perks of living in big cities like London and New York is that you have sites like Craigslist where you can, you know, really get amazing designer pieces, and if you're really into kind of stylish bits and bobs, you can get them for like a fraction of the price from people that just want to like move out of their apartment like ASAP. I also get a lot of comments from friends on this leaning desk, and it's just perfect for this little space. It's a little bit narrower than a regular desk, and basically just has two legs and leans against the wall. And they actually have this a little bit on sale for just over $100 on Target. I think this is where this one's originally from, but again, I thrifted it and got it on Craigslist for $50 and dragged it all the way from Times Square to the Upper East Side on 2 subways and walked 15 minutes home and dragged it up 5 flights of stairs. The things I do for a good bargain. I don't really work actually on this space as much as I thought I would, but it's sort of kind of like my vanity. I have my makeup, my bits and bobs, and again, I've kept my makeup all in these little container little storage drawers. It keeps me from having too much makeup and accumulating too much, and I just have to make sure that everything fits in there at all times. Because the leaning desk already has like 2 shelves built in, I can hang up like cute little picture frames and stuff without actually having to put up shelves, which is really handy. So that's why I really love this piece. And from there I kind of have the frames cascading onto the wall. I really wanted to have like this flow of frames from the shelves onto the wall. And if you're interested in any of the frames that I used, I actually did a DIY on how to create your perfect sort of Pinterest wall of cuteness. So I leave that down below along with the other videos I mentioned. On one of the shelves I have my favoriteest little lamp ever. It's so cute. It's this concrete cube lamp. Then to the side of that I have my little cheap IKEA rail. It's just a plain white rail. This is sort of where I like to plan my outfits for the week. If I'm doing any outfit posts or video shoots for the blog, I'll sort of kind of plan my little ideas for outfits there. So that is it. I hope you're all happy now that you know where everything is. Of course, it will all be linked in the down bar below, along with links to my decor posts on my website where I show you inspiration pictures, as well as the photos of each section of the house a little bit more in depth. A little note before I go, I'm planning to do my first YouTube live, so my first YouTube live video chat, I guess, on my channel. I know you're all going to ask where my dress is from. It's V cute. I really like the strap detail. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, I hope you stick around to subscribe. I upload twice a week and also quite frequently on my blog where I share my personal style. So I will see you guys in my next one.